Good evening, soccer fans. Sean Hennessy, joined by my longtime broadcast partner, Mark Hoover, bringing you a late afternoon tilt from Dedham High School between Norwood and Dedham High. Mark, there's a lot of stuff to talk about tonight in tonight's game, lots of themes, lots of things to go over, and I'll kick it over to you to kind of get us started tonight.
Well, first and foremost, what an absolutely beautiful evening tonight for two matches. We'll start with the boys' match this evening. As you mentioned, both here against Dedham, and the girls to be followed live at 7 o'clock tonight. But yeah, it is a very special evening tonight here for Norwood and for the Morales family. It is the inaugural Morales Cup, inaugurated this year, their first year out, to be decided between Norwood and Dedham in honor of Fernando Morales, the Norwood class of 2013 soccer player. His family's here tonight fundraising, and just a beautiful evening for you. Sean, you could not have picked a nicer night for soccer. You'd mentioned it had been a while since we've been up in the booth together. It's kind of fun to do soccer again. When you and I were trying to get ready for the broadcast tonight, we both looked at each other like, boy, it's been so long. I'm trying to figure out who these kids are now, So well, we're going to try to get ourselves together.
Yeah, we'll figure it out tonight. The good thing is, like you said, beautiful night. Some of the other things going on tonight. It is Dedham Youth Soccer Night. So you saw during the introductions when the varsity players for Dedham brought the youth players out. And Mark, I was thinking about this today when I was actually cutting the grass. But when you're a young kid and you're thinking about going to the high school and playing sports, and you're envisioning yourself, whether it's soccer or hockey or football. I remember going to all the high school football games when I was a kid, thinking to myself, God, I can't wait to get on that field. And just seeing those young Dedham kids walk out with those players.
Right.
And it wasn't that long ago that our boys were at that age where you try to they try to envision themselves and you try to envision them in high school, and it just all goes by so fast. But it's a nice night here at Dedham. It's a nice crowd, and I was speaking to Jake Ryan, who was instrumental in putting a lot of this together today, and he had mentioned that one of the reasons why they chose this venue was because they knew it was going to be a rivalry game. They knew it was going to be Dedham Youth Night. They knew they'd get a better crowd here than potentially at Father Max, and instead of doing it at 3:45 in the afternoon, let's do it on a Saturday, on a Saturday afternoon at 5 o'clock when more people can get there. And again, they've just done a really nice job of pulling it together.
They really have, and like you said, it is kind of fun to watch the crowd fill in here tonight for the match between these two rival towns. It doesn't matter what sport it is. If it's Dedham and Norwood, you're gonna draw a good crowd. And Sean, we know coming into tonight's action, this is actually, we're looking forward to while we've got some great, underlying stuff here. We're looking at a really good match between two very talented teams. The Norwood program struggled recently in the past couple of years, has really had a fairly solid season to start off. They're approaching 500, so they're looking for some possible playoff implications. So the squad really is, this is going to be a good solid match between two good solid teams. So it promises to be a good one tonight.
Yeah, and I think we'll probably get into some of the the Tri-Valley discussion later today, as we have in the hockey broadcast. But it is nice that it's a rivalry game, and quick turnover here, and Dedham comes right in off the get-go. Didn't even get his chance to get going, and they score a goal. Wow, was that fast? That was Zach Clasby for Dedham with that initial strike there. And, Mark, you and I like to do a little chit-chatting, but unfortunately we didn't get a chance.
Well, that kind of, tilted things a little bit. It was interesting because I was talking to Dan Gold before the broadcast, and I was asking for a little bit of background information. He said it's going to be really important that Norwood not give up an early goal. Well, that took all of 10 seconds, and so Norwood finds itself down, unfortunately, real quick.
Yeah, well, I harken back to the days when we used to coach the kids, and you always went backwards. And after having that happen to us a couple times, I just said, you know what, kick the ball forward. We're not going backwards anymore off the start for that very reason. Yeah. So, yes, we did both. You chatted with our longtime friend Dan Gold, and he had mentioned the necessity for Norwood to get off to a fast start. And to your point, Norwood comes in 4-5-1. Dedham comes in, I think, 7-3-2, and I think I looked at the standings. Dedham is maybe third in the Tri-Valley, and Norwood's maybe fifth or sixth, down there a little bit. So you know, again, when you're playing that team that you know that's arguably a little bit more talented than you, a little better record, confidence-wise, it's always good to get off to that fast start.
Exactly.
Which unfortunately we didn't do so far today.
I guess someone didn't get the memo about who was supposed to start with a fast start. We were hoping Norwood would. But I guess if anything, as they're getting ready here to throw the ball back in on the Dedham throw, it happened early, so you have plenty of time now.
Exactly.
Work yourself back into the game.
Exactly. So let's get into the flow of the game here. So we got Norwood with the ball at midfield, and of course turned over right there. Norwood advancing the ball. We have Jaden Ryan making the play over there to Jagger Janetti for Norwood. Janetti surrounded by a few Dedham players there. And we'll try to pick up the Dedham players as we go here. It's always a little bit of a challenge, but you and I always try to work that in. We have Jaden Ryan with the throw in here for Norwood. Oh, quite a nice throw right into the box. Wow, beautiful throw by Jaden. And he's going to get another chance. So you got to love that when you give your team a chance to head the ball right off the throw.
Yeah, that was solid. You could see, I mean, he takes a number of steps back, and he can just...
Wow, another solid throw right into the box. Cleared nicely by Dedham. Comes in all the way back to Anthony Marchand here, midfield. Anthony's a 4-year starter on the Norwood team, also a 4-year starter on the hockey team. Anthony's actually both captain of the hockey team and the soccer team. And you mentioned not knowing these kids. These seniors on Norwood, I've actually had a chance to. I had the chance to coach a few of them on one of the last youth teams that I coached. So I'm certainly familiar with a few of these young men.
And it's fun to see how far they have come. Through the Norwood sports program. We talk about the Dedham youth game. Here tonight, a lot of the younger players. Norwood's program is also. It's kind of fun to see their kids, come through and play up here in the high school.
Absolutely. There's Clasby again for Dedham, who has the goal. He's defended nicely by Anthony Marchand. Anthony has a throw-in. Nice head by Jaden Ryan there. No one from Norwood to pick it up. Back to Schlitzbaum at Norwood, and he'll clear it to the middle. And Mason Gold for Norwood. Fighting for the ball. Can't miss Mason out there.
No.
You had actually commented that you thought he was still in 7th or 8th grade. It's amazing how fast they grow up.
It is crazy. Yeah, I was talking to his dad. I said, you can't be a junior with a driver's license. Yeah, I'm still only 32, so I don't.
Exactly. Mason, a nice junior midfielder. A nice chip in there for Norwood. Ooh, and a headed attempt. That was Vinnie Connors there trying to head that ball in and stopped by the Dedham goaltender.
Yeah, nice little, settling down here by Norwood after obviously the early start, but not to get themselves panicked and continue to maybe try to carry some play here.
That's a nice play there by TJ Fame, kicking the ball out of bounds. Dedham with a quick entry here off the throw-in. We got Mason Gold over on the sideline there. TJ Fame picks it up. And I think that's going to be a throw-in for...
Dedham's got the throw.
Dedham throw. Yep, quick throw in there.
It's a smart play. I mean, if you've got guys not back quick enough, get that ball back in play.
Yep.
Might catch somebody napping.
Yep. So. I always like to play fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I love it. Go right to the ball and throw it right in.
Yep. I know sometimes you want to maybe have a set play, but if you can get that ball in play quickly where the other folks haven't set their defense yet, sometimes good things can happen.
And that's going to be a throw or corner? Corner. Okay, first corner of the game for Dedham. See how they attack this here. They got the guy going short, and Jaden Ryan quickly goes over there and finds him.
That's a nice ball.
Oh.
That was a nice ball. Christian Alvarez, the senior, had bent that in nicely.
I believe that was Anthony Ian Tosca that scored that one for Dedham. It's too bad goaltender Giovanni had that ball in his hand. Yep. I think it just slipped right through. I think he would love to probably have that one back because I think he had that played right and he had the ball in his grasp.
And then that kind of becomes sometimes obviously a problem. You get a lot of folks, a lot of bodies around there, folks, kicking at it, and I think he just managed to find himself loose and right there in the box and was able to bury it.
I wouldn't necessarily call that a goal off of a set piece, but you certainly like to score your goals off of those. You like to take advantage of those corner kicks when you get them.
Yep.
Schlitzbaum up the side here for Janetti. Nice play there by the Dedham defender. That was number 2, Sam King.
All right, so Norwich has got to, get themselves regrouped here. Can't get themselves too discouraged and continue to kind of work. And again, this, get more bodies down in there on those throws.
Well, we've got still plenty of time,
Yeah.
Mark.
Oh,
it's 34 minutes left in this soccer game, so something tells me that we're going to have some chances here. Ball played nicely on the side over there. Again, Mason Gold fighting for the ball for Norwood. Throw in here for Dedham. They play fast off those throws. They don't give Norwood a lot of time to set.
Yeah, and I mean, it's working too because, again, they're just kind of slowly marching down. And, now you're on, the Norwood side of the pitch.
Yep.
And
so Norwood's playing in a traditional 4-4-2 out there today. And got a throw in here again for Norwood. So lots of throws here, Mark.
Yeah. They want to play along the side of the field rather than it seems to be in the middle of the field. But looking, as they say, just trying to create a little bit of space. Oh. Coming back the other way here.
I didn't see the call, did you?
Yeah, it looked like they just kind of got tripped up, but they called it on. They called it on the Norwood player. I don't know who got the call. So Dedham will get the free kick here.
I love how the goaltender comes up and takes these kicks. I always enjoy that. Then they sprint back with the hip.
Yeah, right.
If the ball goes too short.
It's all you need is like somebody just get a hold of one from the this end and just send it over his head.
Yep. Slutzbaum clears the ball out again for Norwood. Gold fighting for it.
There you go. See, sometimes that'll work. You just got to kind of try to reverse the field, bring the ball this way. If there's too much traffic on that far side, it was a smart play to try to bring it back this way.
And the ball over the top to Vinnie Connors fighting for it. Cleared nicely by the Dedham defender. That was number 16, Jack Farrell, clearing the ball. Norwood has a throw, and looks like we're going to see Jaden throwing from the other side here. So we'll have a good look at it from this side. We got Giannetti, Vinnie Connors in the box here. Slutzbaum looks like who's our tallest player. Appears to be moving all the way up from the back. Cleared nicely again by Dedham. Jaden has the ball on the side.
And then you get then the defenders have to get back, but again, nice hustle by them. You throw some big bodies down in the box, and then if you can't convert, you need to make sure that your defenders get back. Yep,
ball chipped up there and stopped by the Dedham goaltender, and he has a nice throw out here. Nice. Now that's how you reverse the field.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that. He did a really nice job.
Yep. Oh, that's a lovely ball.
Oh, wow, that was a nice ball. That was number 11, John Kelly, crossing the ball, and that was number 10, Michael Vasilati for Dedham, but wasn't able to connect. But Mark, that whole started by exactly what you had just mentioned, and that the goaltender very alertly, the ball came in from the left side of the field, and he very quickly reversed it to the other side, to the open field, and it doesn't matter whether it's ice hockey or it's soccer, Mark. It's all the same principles.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting too because Anthony Marchand tried to jump the play. I mean, he read it, and he was trying to intercept that, and he just misplayed it by, as they say, that much, and that sprung the Dedham forward. But yeah, you can play that action to the other side of the field, and sometimes good things will happen. So it looks like Dedham's going to throw in a couple of their first early subs here.
Yep, we have 30:46 left in this first half. Dedham leading 2-0. And that's going to be a goal kick for Norwood, I believe.
Yep. You're just going to settle things down here.
First goal kick of the game for Norwood. Here it comes. Oop, Anthony mishandles that ball at center field, but nice play by TJ to break it up and send the ball the other way into the Dedham half of the field.
Would have liked to have him settle the ball for a second because there wasn't anybody right on him. He maybe had a chance to settle the ball for an option as opposed to just a straightforward kick. But better to have it, I guess, on this side of the field than on your own side. There you go.
A little chipped in there. Nice stop by the Dedham goaltender again. No harm, no foul there. Nice easy play. Saw the ball well the whole way. He waits for his team to get set here. And taking his time, getting his team into the right spot. And sends a nice ball up the field. Oh, nicely done there. Jaden Ryan at center field. Excuse me, at midfield.
There you go. That's another nice little ball through.
Yeah, not going to beat Anthony in
Yep.
that one, though. Anthony's one of the quickest players in the field. So nice idea, but speed makes up for lots of things.
Yeah.
And nice play by Anthony there to clear that ball, but it does translate to another corner kick for Dedham, which is how they scored their second goal. So here they come again.
And he's coming right into that sun too. So it looks like some of the defenders. You got some folks with their arms up to try to be able to see.
There we go, right in the bread basket. Perfect. There. That was a little better.
Yep. Made that one look easy.
Yep. Yeah, we cleared the ball well. Oh, nicely done by the Dedham defender back there. Ooh. TJ back for Norwood. He's going to clear the ball out to the side, and that'll be another Dedham throw. We have number 7 for Dedham hustling over to pick up the ball over there. That's Christian Alvarez. Quick throw, nice little 1-2 over there. Oh, nice combo by Dedham there in the middle of the field. Yeah,
they worked that give go and then to the next man very effectively. That was.
Gee, Mark, that looked like a triangle.
I was gonna say.
Is that a triangle?
These kids still are having trouble with geometry or.
Nice little triangle they made there for that little play.
Yep.
Wasn't this game all about triangles?
That's what we try to teach them.
Yeah. Nice job. Nice clear by TJ.
Settle it down here. Take a look around.
Jagger with the ball on the near side here. Tried to find Jaden, couldn't find him.
Ooh.
Ooh. And I think Anthony was trying to keep that ball in, and it just kind of scooped off the side of his foot. So that'll be a throw in here for Dedham. And number 2 for Dedham, Sam King, kind of shaking up a little bit on that play, but looks like he's okay. Of course, if it was the Premier League, Mark, he'd be writhing in pain.
That's right.
and
grabbing ankles, knees, anything.
But so it's so refreshing to watch a game when you don't have people lying all over the field every time there's contact.
Yep.
Nice play by Vinny Connors to come back and pick that ball up. Oop, little turnover though. Nicely cleared up. Nicely.
That's a nice touch there.
Nice job by Tebow there to defend the counter. Jaden's got the ball on the side. Going to do a quick throw in.
That's it.
Tried to catch him off guard, but couldn't quite get Jagger open there. Dedham's got the ball at midfield. Nice little play. That's number.
Ooh. That was a nice little touch there.
Nice little combo. They're trying to. It's like last couple times they've tried to come down this side to number 14. That's Michael Vasilati. So a few times Dedham has had a couple little 1-2-3s in the center. Then they seem to pop the ball down the side to try to make a run.
Yeah. Yeah, that 14 he had sprung earlier too. So yeah, they're trying to send him down that well, I guess to us would be the near side down here. And yeah, cause Anthony's had his had to catch up a couple times, but like you said, with Anthony's speed, he's been able to kind of move up a little bit and yet still be able to kind of get back in time to make the defensive play.
That's part of the reason why he played when he was a freshman. He was just again he was so fast. He just really made to play that back left position and just shut down those balls that go out to those that play wide. And I think. Dan had mentioned that to us too in his pregame notes. I think he had mentioned that Dedham likes to play the ball out wide, and we're seeing that so far this evening.
Yeah. Well, like you said, Anthony's been locked in that position since the day he walked up here up at the high school, and so 4 years later he's really a good solid defender back here on that side.
Oh, Jaden Ryan fighting for the ball here. Oh, nice physical play there, but couldn't keep the control of the ball. Nice reset there by Dedham. That was a really nice
play.
Yeah, that was Miguel Alvarez. It turned over here. We got Jagger with the ball from Norwood. A little 1-on-2, but well defended by Dedham.
Yeah. Two of them not too happy there.
Yep. Another throw-in for Jaden here on the near side. He's had a share of throw-ins on this near side today, huh?
Yeah. So Gianetti will get the talk to make sure everyone kind of calms themselves down here.
I don't know. We got a timeout here.
Yeah, looks like they're.
So, Mark,
like timeout
now
field.
might be a good time to tell some of the folks watching in tonight about Fernando and a little bit about this game today.
Right. Well, like we said in the pregame, Sean, you know, one of the big things, you know, with tonight's match is the inaugural Morales Cup, which was put together and by the Morales family and many others to honor and remember Fernando Morales from Norwood. As many folks may know or may not know, he started playing soccer, Sean, at a very early age, at 4 years old, when a lot of our boys did, and started with the Norwood Youth Soccer Program, and grew up playing the sport, loving the sport, played in the intramural programs, played in the travel programs, loved the game so much, he eventually, you know, as a lot of the kids do, when they get a little older, they become referees and help with the younger kids. Then became, which I think is fantastic when players do this, Sean, is they play and then they come in and they come back and coach and they get back to the program. They start coaching a lot of the younger kids, and that's what Fernando did as he kind of went through the program. He became a coach, and then came up to the high school up here, and as a freshman, which is just, again, it's always a tough thing for a lot of these kids to do, but as a freshman, makes the varsity team. And so started his program, started his soccer at a very early age, and then worked himself up all the way up through the high school and played up at the high school. So just a fantastic young man. Loved this sport, absolutely loved the sport. And so the thought is tonight is to honor and remember him and the game that he so enjoyed. And a lot of these young kids that are out here playing did a lot. Came up the same way that Fernando did with the youth programs and, giving back to the program. So it's a great evening for everybody.
Nice throw in there by Jaden, but again countered well by Dedham. So they clear the ball. Dedham's been doing a nice job with we haven't had the corners like they've had, but Jaden's had a fair amount of throw-ins into the box area, and I've been impressed by the way that Dedham has been first to the ball and winning those 50-50 battles on those throw-ins.
I was noticing that just before the timeout, that in terms of one of the things that we kind of always talked about when we were doing this, Sean, is the ability to be, they say, first to the ball. You want to win those battles. You want to be, you need control of the ball. And Dedham up at this point has been kind of winning those battles, winning those one-on-ones, getting to the ball first. And I think Norwood's going to have to, if they want to get themselves into this one, kind of start to pick it up a little bit and start being the first to the ball.
Absolutely. That's again, all these sports, you think it's complicated, this, that, the other thing, but I enjoy listening to Bruce Cassidy talk from the Bruins, and it's all the simple stuff you tell them since they were little. Get the puck in deep. Soccer, get first to the ball. Win the 50-50 battle. As complicated as these sports, people want to make them out. At the end of the day, it's just what you said. It's being first to the ball and winning those 50-50 battles. So we've got to start winning some of those battles on the offensive side here.
Also like to get some some shots here on net. We've had the throw-ins, but there really hasn't been anything to test the Dedham goal yet. So maybe try to generate a little bit more zone time offense down this end.
Well, we're 17 minutes into the game. Dedham scored 10 seconds in on let's call it a fluky play, because it's really what it was. And they scored on a corner that Giovanni probably wish he had the ball back. So other than that, I think it's been pretty even first half so far. And again, to your point when you said it originally, I think Norwich just needs to keep playing their game, and get a chance to score here. And that's gonna
call coming back this way. Norwood's gonna pick up the kick.
It's Slutzbaum taking the kick for Norwood. Like he's got the sun in his eyes. There's a nice kick up the middle. Nice ball. Oh, boy, Jaden tried to feather that right through. The Jagger couldn't quite. Nice play. Right idea.
To flick that forward, maybe to split him.
Oh, here comes the counter.
That's a nice little slide tackle over there.
There's TJ Pham again. Ball still live. Looked like the players acted like the ball was up, but it's still live here. Nice header there, number 4, Anthony Tosca from Dedham. Tebow trying to get the ball midfield, kind of misplays the ball. Jaden hustling back for it.
Well, he's been all over the field tonight, hasn't he? But that's good, strong,
Yep,
solid
seems to be a
hustle.
lot of
Yep.
balls on his side of
Yeah.
the field today for sure.
Yep. Again, he's trying to get that quick throw, and sometimes you want the quick throw, but to his credit, he at least said once Giannetti was covered, he pulled it back, said, all right, let's get ourselves set. Let's not just throw the ball away. So smart play on that. I think he wanted to, saw that he was covered, brought it back, trying to find it in a little open area.
Nice play to the middle here. Oh, nice play by Mason. Goal. He left the ball for Tebow. I don't think Tebow was quite ready for it, though, but that was really nice play by Mason. Tell he's coached well by his father.
Yeah.
Of course, our children never listen to us, but it looks like Mason did listen to his dad, thankfully, a little bit, because it was a really smart play. Dan's probably going to chuckle when he watches the broadcast
right.
and says, no, he never listens to me. But I think he does, Dan. He did there. Of course, we both learned a lot of our soccer from Dan Gold.
Without question. Actually, I probably learned.
Still teaching us.
Oh, I'm still trying to figure this game out. Nice little save there. Settle it down.
Here's Jagger coming up the side from Norwood with a good head of speed. Tries to make the turn. It's too many Dedham players.
Yeah.
Defended
Yeah,
nicely there by number 16, Jack Farrell. Usually beat one guy, maybe two, but you're not beating three. And the throw in here on the side for Jaden. 20 minutes left here in this first half. Dedham leading 2-0. Oh, he goes short. I love it. To Anthony. Comes back over for Jaden. But, it's played nicely there by Michael Vesalotti for Dedham. He read that play nicely.
Yeah, it was a nice play by Anthony. It was a nice idea. The problem is that the ball kind of hopped on him. It would have been nice if a nice little flat pass back, but because it hopped on him, it gave the Dedham defender a chance to step in. But it was a smart idea.
Oh, nice little ball popped in the air by Anthony again. Vinny Connors fighting for it in the middle. Too many maroon shirts.
Yeah.
Too many maroon shirts in that middle. They're really collapsing that middle mark and defending.
Oh.
I think that was not quite sure what they're going to, yeah. I think they kind of got tangled, but I think number 18, Zach Clasby, kind of initiated that.
Yep.
Slutsbaum was kind of running straight back, and he kind of crossed over the back of him. So again,
because Slutsbaum can't see him. He's got, he's in front of him. And,
exactly.
So the guy's got to kind of peel off.
I think we're getting a push here by Dedham.
Mm-hmm.
We are. Okay. Get the ball in a good spot here.
Yeah, this is a nice little opportunity here. If you get some bodies down there, get yourself set up. This is a nice opportunity here.
It is a nice opportunity.
Like to see
Jane taking the kick for Norwood. Oh, no, Mason takes the kick. Oh, and a nice play by the Dedham defender.
That was struck well, though.
It was a nice misdirection, too. I like that. I like that. Had me fooled.
Yeah.
Doesn't take a lot, but had me fooled.
Norwood will sub out here.
That's Dante Zaldivar checking in for Norwood. Along with number 11, Neo Gagano coming in. A couple subs. Nice play again in the middle there by Dedham. That was number 20, Antonio Cusinata. The Dedham team, one thing I've been impressed with so far is they do have some patience when they win the balls, Mark, in midfield. They're just not striking it up the field. There appears to be a little bit of patience and intent when they win the balls.
Yeah, there's one of the things they say you want to have a purpose for what you're doing, and just kicking the ball back and forth doesn't necessarily get it done. So if you have the ball and you want to make that pass, you want to make that shot, do it for a reason. And it's a lot of times they've been looking again. Dedham's looking to get that ball outside, reverse direction.
Oh, little break here. And he's got some speed, but again, defended nicely by the Dedham defender. That was really well done by number 16, Jack Farrell. Oh, a little break here.
Oh, that's a nice look.
It is a nice look. Ooh, well defended. That was a strong defensive play by Connor Mudge for Dedham. Well done.
That was a nice look, though, to the inside.
Ball out. It'll be a Norwood throw-in, I believe.
Should be, yeah. Yeah, that was, and again, you could kind of see Anthony box the man out, knowing that it was going to go out for the Norwood throw.
TJ Fang bangs the ball up the field. Jaden on the near side, defended well.
Yeah, that's strong.
Really well done. A nice 1-2 there, too.
That's it.
It was Miguel Alvarez. Miguel Alvarez had a couple nice plays for Dedham. It's a couple times when he's had the ball and he's had a nice look to the middle of the field. Here comes Cusinata again, defended by Anthony in that corner. Anthony just shut him right down. He had nowhere to go.
Yep.
Well done by Anthony. That'll result in a goal kick. 16 minutes left in this first half. Again, Dedham struck for that early goal 10 seconds in. Scored another goal about 4 or 5 minutes later. And then after that, the last 20 minutes mark has been, we'll call it, pretty even play here.
I would think, yeah. I mean, it seems that some of the passes have been a little sharper on Dedham's end, but the play has been primarily, back and forth here in the midfield. As nice. I say, at least now the ball's down at the.
Yep, nice
Dedham's
chip in the box there. Jagger was trying to find Neo going down the middle, but couldn't quite connect. Oh, nice head there. Well done. Try to go right through the middle there. It's a. Again, don't think there's anything intentional there. That was Anthony. I must wonder if they're missing a letter in there.
Batista?
Yeah. It says Anthony. It looks like there's missing an H there, but we'll call him Mr. Batista.
Well, yeah, I was just about to say, we'll call Mr. Batista. Seems to be okay now.
Oh. Anthony trying to control that bouncing ball, had a little tough time. Jagger trying to keep it in. Nope, can't quite do it.
I'll tell you, between him and Jaden Ryan, boy, they are just moving. They've got some great speed, some good size for the position. Just looking to spring him if you could.
Ooh. Nice ball by Anthony to the middle there. Now we got to reverse the ball. Oh, got to reverse. Got to go the other way.
Yeah, the hard part that is that pass was just easily read there by Connor Mudge, the defender, and he just was able to step right in.
Boy, Jaden put a nice ball there through to Vinny. I think they're gonna call that offsides. Really nice idea there. Try to use Vinny's speed, but didn't quite make it.
Yeah, I think we'll get the kick here as Jaden got taken down.
Oh, is that what the call was?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a bunch of Norwood players stacked opposite the ball here. Oh, there's a beautiful ball. Again, Dedham wins it again. Boy, that was a nice play. Hope he's okay. That's, again, number 20, Antonio Cusinata, who's had a lot of nice plays today. That was a really strong play.
We're getting the yellow here, which I find a little interesting. I mean,
what's the call?
I think when he went up, there might have been a push from the back, and that's what caused him to fall as he did. I didn't see the contact, but he is getting the yellow. So we'll see. I mean, you don't want anyone to come down hard like that, especially on the turf. It's a little unforgiving. But the Dedham player certainly got up above everybody, and he was able to make the
we got a couple more minutes here. You want to get into a little bit more about Fernando for those who don't know him?
Yeah, well, we were talking about obviously his love of soccer, and as he enters into the high school as a freshman. Unfortunately, in March of 2011, he is diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, which is a type of pediatric bone and soft tissue cancer. And from the very beginning of this diagnosis and this battle, Fernando just put everything into it, and he wanted to see if he could complete all of his treatments, and because he was really determined to come back and rejoin his teammates on the pitch where he was right at home. He loved the sport. And it was interesting. One of the things about tonight's match is that the shirts were made up for both players, for both teams. And one of Fernando's themes, as it were, was no complaint. He had a no complaint type attitude, and so a lot of the shirts tonight have his no complaints attitude, his no complaints mantra on the back of the jerseys. And his friends, all of his family, his classmates, anyone who was lucky enough to know him, to play with him, to coach him, just would find that type of attitude in the young man. He had an indelible fighting spirit, and so that's what we're here tonight, and to honor that spirit that Fernando brought, not only to fighting his disease, but to everything that he did throughout the course of his young life.
Yeah, I remember towards the end, I think he used to work at the snack shack in the. I think maybe towards the tail end when our boys were maybe no, I think our boys were reffing at the time or something. It was I remember going down to pick him up after reffing from a game, and Fernando being there, happy as can be, smiling, just happy to be working in the snack shack, happy to be part of the program, happy to be alive at that point. So you can learn so much from young men like him, and you think you're having a bad day,
exactly
you gotta read this program, and it
puts
kind of
a lot of stuff in perspective, doesn't it?
Kind of wakes you up. So. Again, great job pulling this together. Great cause. They're taking donations today, and it's it's certainly nice that that it gives the team something to rally around, and it just puts a positive spin on everything.
Exactly.
So back to live play here. Dedham on the counter and coming right through the middle there, but nicely defended, and that'll be another Dedham throw-in. So 12 minutes left here as the first half winds down. And again, Norwood's had some possession in the Dedham end, just haven't quite had that good look yet.
Yeah, those balls just aren't. I mean, they're close on some of the ones that they've been trying to spring their the forwards. You're trying to get that striker, as it were, all the way through, and they just haven't been able to split them yet. There hasn't been anything kind of a clean getaway.
Another throw in for Norwood here on the far side. Players over there jockeying for position.
He's trying to give himself a little bit of space.
Yeah.
That's a smart little play there to get it back.
Yep, Jagger has a little space there in midfield. Tries to send it to Connors through the middle. Yep. Again, this really well, this Dedham back line has really played strongly today.
Well, you look at that, and if again, as this ball comes up, and their transition has been very smooth. Their four defenders are still back in that four formation, but the one defender who had made the play had started to take off, and someone in the midfield came back to take his spot. So they were able to still fill in that four-man defensive back, really not giving Norwood a chance at cracking anything here.
Okay, Dedham will get another throw in here in the near side. And they're trying to spring him down the side again, but it's closed off nicely and smashed into the parking lot. That's one way to make sure that they're not going to get a chance. I do love that, though. I do. It's
a good thing that's not our only soccer ball.
I love that. Do it with authority if you're going to do it. I was at a field hockey game. I came here to watched Dedham and Norwood a couple weeks ago, and one of the Norwood goals scored by Allie McDonough, surprise, surprise. Yeah. She had, the ball was right in front of the net, and I mean, she just hammered it. There was just no doubt. I mean, it was one of these trying to finesse the ball. It was just hammered. Yeah. I just loved it. I love when people score goals like that or make plays like that. So anyways, well done by Slutsbaum, smashing that ball out of it.
Exactly.
Leave no doubt.
So we got 9:35 left here in the first half as Dedham is going to be taking their fourth corner, at least their third corner of the first half.
Yeah, Zach Clasby here for Dedham. It's a well-struck corner. A little long, but well-struck. At least it was far enough out from the goaltender that the goaltender couldn't grab it last time. Yeah, right. Exactly. There's a chance right here. Ooh, shot wide.
That was well struck.
Yeah, that was number 8, Miguel Alvarez. Another nice play by him. I Probably wants that one back.
Yeah.
That ball was kind of teed up. It was in a good spot.
That ball kind of bounced right after him. He found himself out there, at the top of the box, pretty much all by himself.
Sometimes those plays, you get all of a sudden you're in the right spot, and you're just not quite ready for that ball to be teed up like that. I think that's why he clapped his hands and just wish he had another chance at that one.
The ball finds you sometimes.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, good players, the ball finds you.
Yep.
In good spots.
Oh, he was kind of hoping that he was going to curl around back behind Marchand on that ball, and that was Kelly who just kind of continued to drift off to his right.
Commented a couple times about how well the Dedham defenders who play the Norwood defenders have done a nice job too. They've Dedham's been trying to spring these players all game long along the sides and through the middle, and the Norwood back line has really done a nice job with their shape and their spacing, and they've done a nice job to use their body to kind of wedge the Dedham players off and let Giovanni make the plays and the ball's going through.
Yeah.
So again, it's been well on both sides.
It's been interesting because I was just watching them set up here on this last play, and to watch Anthony, as a good captain will, and as a senior defenseman will, he's sitting there, trying to make sure that his fellow line mates are essentially all geared up and in the right position. His head's on a swivel, not only an eye on his man, but where the rest of his fellow defenders are. Smart player.
And Jagger here on the side kind of loses control of the ball. And Zach Clasby for Dedham. He's had a good game. He's made a bunch of nice plays. He appears to be one of their better players. Ooh, 7 minutes left here in the first half. Boy, it'd be nice to get one on the board here.
Yeah.
Give you a little bit better feeling going in, or at least get some pressure here and a decent shot.
Yep.
Trying to play the ball through to Connors, but again, defended well by, that's number 16, Zach Farrell again. He's had a strong game as well back there. He's their center back. He's a good player. Really strong in that
There you
middle.
go. Oh, we're going to call that? Oh, is there offsides maybe? I'm not quite sure. What I can't tell what the call is.
Dan, where are you?
Yeah.
Dan, can you come up here and help us with this call?
Because it looked like there was some contact, and I can't tell if he was in the box.
I think it's going to be a penalty kick. Yeah, right?
Yeah, no, I guess
No,
he must have been
indirect,
outside of the box.
Okay,
Yeah, yep,
indirect.
yep.
Okay.
Because I heard the whistle and I saw the contact. I just couldn't quite tell, from where we are up here on the box. So here you were talking, Sean, at 6:25 left.
I was talking, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were. This would be nice. If nothing else, a nice solid,
How about a goal?
scoring chance. A goal would be top notch. So maybe we'll see what they're going to do here.
So
in
they
terms
must
of
have
who's
some.
going to take it.
Hopefully they got some play drawn up here. So this, we'll see what the team has here for their indirect kick from this close distance. Maybe a little misdirection again.
Yeah, I was going to say you've got three bodies standing right over the ball, and Mason was talking to the ref there to at least get the Dedham players, appropriate distance away. There's your indirect.
Oh! Did I hit the crossbar?
Wow. No, that was a save. Holy
I hit the
cow.
crossbar the two, I think.
The first, wow, that was fantastic. And again, that was well struck. So if it was a crossbar, or if it was on his hand, either way, where Mason does a quick little touch, just taps it.
Yeah, the
And
goaltender, I think what
love
happened is I think he tapped it with his hand just enough to get it to hit the crossbar.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he got a piece of it, then it hit the crossbar.
I think
Slight
you're right.
piece, but a piece. You're right, it was really well struck by Jaden.
Yep.
Nice pass by Mason.
He was looking to pick up the assist on that.
I didn't think he could have touched the ball less than that.
That's right. Hey, indirect is indirect, right?
So we're looking for this fancy play, and he just tapped it and let Jaden blast it away, which again was very well struck. That's too bad. That would have been nice right there.
Yep.
So Dedham counters here. We're under 5 minutes in the first half. And that's going to be a throw-in from Norwood.
Yeah. Something like that, even where you don't put it in, you don't score off of the kick. The fact that it was on net, the fact that it was a solid shot, the fact that it took a good solid save to make it, got to give you some confidence. In other words, at least it didn't. There's nothing worse than seeing it and it just sails over the crossbar, and so that was a great solid scoring chance for the Mustangs, and so maybe something like that you can kind of build on.
No, they're in this game.
Yeah.
If I was Coach Sherman at halftime, I certainly would they let them know that they're certainly in this game, and you just need one here to tighten this game up a little bit.
Yep.
I mean, again, Dedham certainly has not in any way dominated the play in this game.
Here's a chance here. Keep themselves in the box.
Yeah, a little light pressure here, just trying to again get one here. We're under the 4-minute mark in the first half. Jaden again with the throw-in, which is the equivalent of a corner kick. When he throws the ball in here. Nice job again. Well done. Oh, good chance. Oh, again, cleared well. Very impressed by the way they cleared the ball.
Yeah. But again, that's kind of hanging right down there by the feet. And you just need someone in a Mustang jersey to get their foot on that ball.
Well, Jaden's ability to throw the ball in from the side is really an offensive weapon for sure.
It really is, yeah. Yep.
Anthony's the only one back here. Ooh, that looked like it was almost a handball. Norwood comes back here. Ooh, Sussbaum hit that a little too hard. Miguel Alvarez chasing after him, but yes, well done. Neo trying to get through there, but couldn't quite make a run. Oh, nice play by Dedham. Oh, well done. That was number 11. That was John Kelly with a nice play there. Dedham's going to be content to bang that ball back out the middle. I'm sorry, Mark, I interrupted you.
Yeah, no, I was going to say the nice little work that Norwood had just before Dedham regained possession. There was a couple nice little touches, some smart ball movement. You know, some little things that they're working on that you can kind of see they continue to kind of work themselves down the field.
Oh, nice counter there. Wow, that's a really strong play through the middle. Turns the ball over, though. That was number 19, Michael Flynn. Again, a little too much dribbling, but nice speed through the middle there he showed.
Yeah, he accelerated real quick. And so we've got 2:08 left. Looks like another timeout.
Looks like it. So, so this is our second year in the Tri-Valley Conference for all sports, I believe.
For all sports,
right?
yeah, I think so.
Second full year. Yep. So, again, it is nice that we have Dedham in the league with us to keep a little bit of continuity of that rivalry.
Yep.
Interesting. I think for a fair amount of years, Dedham and Norwood were probably towards the bottom of the Bay State League. It looks like, at least in soccer here, Dedham's kind of ascended itself up towards the top, which is nice to see for them.
Yeah, without question. I mean, it's great that Dedham is still with us in most sports, and I mean, even things like, even though we are in the Tri-Valley, I know that, for example, the football team started the season over at Walpole, so you're kind of keeping a lot of those rival games alive anyway, which is great. Yeah,
we talked about that in the hockey broadcast. They need to. I saw on the soccer schedule, I was looking down at some of the games Norwood has coming up, and they have Milton on the schedule coming up as well. So I know the field hockey team this year played Walpole as well. I think early in the season they played Wellesley. So again, I applaud those teams for keeping those Bay State schools on their schedule and keeping some semblance of those rivalries intact at least a little bit.
Yeah, and if you're from Norwood, there are two towns that you always seem to get yourself up for: Dedham, Walpole, the two big ones. And the fact that sports-wise, we continue to play those two schools in particular. But like you said, adding in the Miltons, adding in the Wellesleys, and then at the same time now you're starting to see other new schools. The Hopkintons, the Ashland, that kind of stuff. It's kind of fun for the, you get to new places, new fields, and that kind of stuff. So.
Yep, and you get to see those, some of those Tri-Valley schools just seem to be good in everything. Hopkinton, certainly for sure. Medfield, we've seen it in hockey, we've seen it in baseball, soccer. Across the board, they're just boys sports, girls sports. They're couple, Westwood, a couple of schools are just competitive across the board. I think the difference you see in the leagues, I think the bottom half of the Tri-Valley is probably weaker than the bottom half of the Bay State in whatever respective sport you want to choose.
Yep.
So that's what makes it a little bit more competitive and allows us to compete a little bit better, I think, in this conference. It's like certainly we certainly haven't stepped into this conference and we're not winning everything. That's I don't know if anybody thought that, but that certainly hasn't happened, and it's not going to happen because, again, for the very things that I mentioned, that you know, a lot of these schools in the Tri-Valley are very good athletically. And interestingly enough, I was looking at the top teams at in the boys, and I think Medway, I think, is in first place for soccer. And I've never known them to be a particularly strong soccer town, but they're leading the boys right now. Ooh, that got to be a call. Yes, no,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, if it was a real quick whistle. Yeah, it was not a very strong whistle. Let's put it that way.
So we're under 2 minutes left here, so still time to get a counter and a goal and get ourselves into half, only down by 1. Sun's gone down here, so we're definitely playing in the shade. There is a nice ball into the box again. Oh, a little miss.
Yeah.
That's the one you wanted. A little misplay there.
It kind of looks a little bit like, you know, what happened with the Dedham second goal. You know, you get a little bit of traffic in that box when that ball's rolling around, and you just never know when it's going to land on someone's foot.
Well, at some point, the ball's got to bounce your way if it's in the box enough, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a bunch of throws in, or kicks in. We just can't. Just haven't seemed to get that one break, that you know, the handball, or somebody pulls somebody down, or you know, some little break.
And that might be. Yeah, I was looking over at the clock, and I think the clock had stopped at 2 minutes, and it wasn't running. So that was ref keeping the time down on the field, and so that will take care of the first half action. Sean, I agree. I mean, I think, you know, 10 seconds in is a quick goal, and then the other one, again, we could have had back. So all things considered, that first half, that's a pretty solid first half for the Mustangs.
Yep, we're going to step out at halftime and take a break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes to bring in the second half of this game.
Well, I'm down here out of the press box. Norwood down 2-0 here in the first half with some great stuff, but so honored tonight to be here with Albino and Esther. Welcome to both of you. Beautiful night tonight. Could not have asked for a nicer evening. Tell me a little bit about it. How did it come to be?
It was the idea of the coaches, and when Fernando was getting treated for Ewing sarcoma, that treatment was very hard. He loved soccer so much. He always said that the soccer field was the light at the end of the tunnel. What kept him going was thinking that he was coming back to the soccer. It was home to him. And this cup not only celebrates his, but also the importance of community, the community support, because the support that his teammates gave him in that team of 2012, they gave to Fernando, lifted his spirit, and kept him going. So this cup also honors those boys and young men. They are examples for the younger players of what you. So this cup is all about that to me.
It is a beautiful trophy, and I know it will be presented at the end of the game. And it was kind of one of those we'll keep it in Norwood. You know, it's an absolutely fantastic idea. It at a nicer evening. It's part of Fernando's fight. It's what you heavily in. Tell us a little bit about Fernando's fight and what's that all about.
Well, fight started community, neighbors, and family wanted to help our family when Fernando was undergoing treatment. And they wanted to help us and raising funds, and that help we will forever be grateful because it was invaluable. After Fernando passed away, we wanted to give back, and pediatric cancer is very underfunded. So we decided to continue to do the Jimmy Fund Walk, which we started a couple of years before while Fernando was still alive. We decided to keep doing it and give the money to the Jimmy Fund for pediatric cancer research. So for 7 years now, we've been doing it. It's in September, but we still collect money all the way until October. So today, kind of use it so as a way to raise money for cancer research.
Well, I know it from the fine shape that I'm in, but I do remember playing in that first 3-on-3. We had a bunch of different people playing. It was, I think that's what this town of Norwood does well. When there's some sort of, I think our town is so very, very refreshing. With you have a picture that is absolutely fantastic. You told me what picture from tell where that picture came from. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, well, Fernando was in art class. He concentrated in his art when he couldn't play soccer. So many things happened, and he did that self-portrait of the blue face, and it was everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
So we decided to use it as a logo for Fernando's fight, and now we created a banner with Fernando's Fight Forever, and now we made bags and different cars and things where we use that, and everybody likes it because it's so colorful and reminds them of Fernando, but it was his creation as well.
It really, really is. Done with it, and I think it just speaks, terrific memories, and it just speaks so highly of him and to the two of you as well. Is there anyone else? I know that when you and I got together, folks, that this doesn't happen by so.
Everyone, soccer community, we want to thank especially the coaches, Coach Ryan, Dedham from Dedham, and Norwood. It was the cup together, and we are very thankful. And there's a lot of other people. And are doing a good job putting this game together.
It really is, and as I said, this is a thing, but it's just so very impressive to see what the two of you have put together and what you continue to do, and it's of Fernando, and his spirit is here, and it's just such for NCM. It's just, I think it's fantastic to be a part of, and I can't thank you enough for allowing us to and be part of it. So. Really do. Thank you very much. Thank you. So this is Mark Hoover, and I am just thrilled and honored to be here with Albino and Esther Morales. Our first annual Morales Cup, and we'll be right back with some.
Available, and registration is now open. This guide lists all the programs and events offered by the rec department that will enhance your quality of life and promote physical, mental, and social well-being. It was mailed to over 10,000 families and is available at the front desk, town hall, and online. There are programs for all ages, so please sign up and take advantage of one of Norwood's greatest assets.
All right, so we are back for second half action here, and for those of you, unfortunately, that didn't get a chance to see it on TV, Mark, at halftime, they had the, just like they do at the hockey games, they had the the Dedham, I think the whole Dedham youth soccer, half on white, white maroon. They had about 25 kids on
like
each team.
40 on 40?
40 on 40 out there at halftime. A bunch of little kids chasing the ball up and down the field.
I did hear some cheers. So it sounded like I'm not quite sure if there was a goal or at least a shot on net.
There was a shot on net.
There you go.
They had the kid coming in on the breakaway, and the crowd started to roar as he came in, and he actually missed it. And I'll have to tell you, I had the pleasure of being on the ice one time at a Bruins game for one of those, and we had like 10 on 10.
Yeah.
And it was a playoff game. And I think it was Pat Harkins actually came storming in on a breakaway. I think we were Squirt Bees or Pee Wee Bees or whatever we were. And again, half the stadium is empty because it's between periods. Everyone's out getting a beer, whatever they're doing. So there's maybe 10,000 people there. It was so loud on that ice.
Yeah.
And it was it was just kids. And I was like, I couldn't even imagine what it would be like on that ice if it was like a real crowd, because it was deafening and it was half full, and it was just a kid coming in on a breakaway. And again, the noise kind of, the crescendo just kind of
as
grew
it gets closer
as
and
he
closer
came in.
to the
Yeah. So kind of a little of that here.
That's great.
But didn't score. Of course, it was the biggest kid on the field, too, who pushed like 3 kids out of the way to come in on the breakaway.
Well, it's kind of nice, so obviously the second half we'll switch directions with Norwood going left to right here. And it was interesting because I was again, talking to Coach Gold beforehand, and he said, his son Mason was like, I was kind of hoping we'd have the later start so I could play under the lights, but here you are at 6:15, and now we're fully under the lights here for the second half.
Maybe that'll turn our fortunes around here.
Exactly. So we'll see what adjustments, if any, coaches are going to make between halves. I certainly, if I'm Dedham, I continue to work those 4 defensemen straight across. You haven't really let them kind of get through yet, and I think Norwood's got to find a way to kind of crack that wall that is there in the back for Dedham. Find some sort of seam between those 4 guys.
Yep, Norwood still seems to be in their 4-4-2 here. So it looks like they kept the formation the same at the half. Looks like they have most of their starters back out to start the second half here. A little too much playing with the ball there, but Tebow does a nice job to recover. Fighting off the Dedham player there. Well done.
That was well played. He just did not give up on the ball. Continued to work hard. You like to see that kind.
And Dedham's just content to clear the ball down here to TJ. He's going to play it for Norwood. He's going to survey the field and he's going to send it back up. Probably didn't want to kick it out of bounds. I'm sure he disappointed himself with that play.
Yeah, that's probably not the survey he was looking at, but get themselves regrouped. And I think that right now we got a little bit of stoppage in play. I think Giannetti, who has been going strong for most of the game, is just got himself another quick little talk to by the far side referee, just trying to settle everyone down. You want to make sure you keep control of this game. And then, Jaden had come over to kind of, make sure he calms him down too. You don't need him picking up any sort of card or anything along those lines. You have those players that, that play with speed and with passion, and sometimes, they can get themselves tangled up and they get a little frustrated, so.
Yep.
Ref's just making sure that the boys play good and clean.
Oh, handball there.
Right there.
Yep. I don't know. I think the Norwood side all had their hands in the air, waiting for the call.
Yeah. We're on the far side and we saw it, so I'm glad the ref also did.
It was inadvertent, but I believe the ball hit your hand. It's a handball.
Handball.
Right? Okay. Double checking. My vision's not that great, and we are far away, but I was pretty confident that I saw a handball. Yeah. All right, Jay with the kick here. Now they're going to play a ball into the box again.
They're just missing that. You've got some decent folks down there in the box, and you've had some nice balls either thrown in or kicked in. It's 18 on 18.
Wow. What a battle that was. Holy smokes. That was Zach Clasby who came in. And again, Anthony did a nice job to hold him off, but Clasby's a good player. He's had a really strong game today so far.
Yeah, he didn't miss that much by there on the near side. He was still able to, he kind of got just a little bit on the inside of Anthony. Anthony kind of got himself almost on his back, and I think that at one juncture, that after the kick went wide, you saw a bunch of arms go up as if Dedham was looking for some sort of call on that.
I think Anthony was a little bit surprised by his speed.
Yeah.
I think he took Anthony by surprise there. I don't think he was ready for that.
I agree. So that's something that, you know, you're going to have to obviously kind of keep an eye on. He's not even, you know, 18's not on this side. He's on the near side. Anthony's on that far side, D.
Oop, ball in here. Jagger with the ball for Norwood. Coming through the middle. Trying to make a play. Loses control here. Still fighting for it. Still can't get a handle. Mason tried to help him there, but it's cleared. And one thing, Mark, I've seen with the Norwood team here, there's a lot of one-on-one play, a lot of dribbling. You beat one guy, you're not beating two. They got to move the ball a little better here.
Yeah, yeah. Because he's trying to come through, and then the Dedham defenders are all just going to kind of, you know, crash down on him.
Like I said, you're going to beat one, you're not going to beat two.
Yep.
So you know, beat the first player, move the ball. Anthony just simply clears that ball out. Dedham with the throw in.
Yeah, that's, you know, that number 11 also on that far side. So that's Kelly on the far side. He's also got some wheels. So these guys up front for Dedham have got some speed. And then we got a Dedham player down here. I think that might be just some sort of cramp or something like that. It's Christian Alvarez. He's down on something. I mean, this was way out of the play. So that might be some kind of leg cramp or something along those lines, because this was well after the play was down the other end of the field. So Ferentinos will come in. I think number 15 will come in for him.
So I believe the winner of this game actually gets a cup.
Yes.
Correct? There is a cup.
Yep.
That will, I'm assuming the victor will take with them.
They will take with them, and it will go into the school. I was actually just down between halves talking to the Morales family, and they put together a beautiful trophy that is one of those that, you know, each year the winner will be engraved, and I think at the end of, yeah, exactly, and at the end of tonight's match, the captain of the winning team will be awarded the cup, and that town will keep it for the year until next year when we have the rematch. And it's something, again, yeah, I love those kind of things, because you can look back years and years and years later and you go, oh yeah, I was on that, you know, 2019 team that won the the first one, and, you know, now I'm on my grandson's on the 2032 team kind of thing.
I love those. I really love those Big Ten ones. The old Oaken Bucket.
Yeah.
Paul Bunyan action.
Yep.
You know, it creates some of excitement for a Wisconsin versus Minnesota football game, because they're playing for the, you know, I think there's a handful of those. I always look them by the little brown jug.
Yeah.
I tend to look them all up during football season. I'm kind of fascinated by them all. So it'll be, to your point, I don't think it's ever going to matter what the record of these two teams are when they play going into the future. They're always going to be playing for that cup and to bring it home, which is nice.
Got a little spring here.
Yeah, not quite the angle. Jagger didn't have quite an angle to score there.
But again, showing some nice speed on that outside, as you know, he just absolutely took off. Nice lead ball, just he wasn't able to catch up with it. So
I guess I'm a little bit surprised by the lack of, well, I'll call it quality scoring attempts for either team.
Mm-hmm.
Really, neither team has, aside from Jaden's indirect kick, that he hit the crossbar, and I don't. Aside from that one play that Dedham had midway through the first half, where they came down the side and crossed it, I'm going to say neither team has really had that many sterling chances to score here. It's been a pretty well defensive played game.
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff, as we talked, has been basically kind of like from the 10-yard line to the 10-yard line here in the middle of the field.
Mason thinking he's playing a football game there. Oh, nice cross there. Dedham got the ball in the middle of the field, try to play through the middle. TJ's just going to clear it out. Nope. Kept in nicely there by Dedham. Oh, nice play by Jaden. The counter there.
Fortunately, there's, I like the idea of you're trying to spring somebody, but there's got to be somebody there to send that ball through to, and they just didn't have anybody up high enough.
He was trying to spring Raheem Remy, but just couldn't find him.
Yeah. So you got about 32 minutes left here in the second half.
Yeah, I think Norwood's played that style for a long time, where they just try to play over the top and spring people. And I just love to see some more possession here. You got to possess the ball a little bit. Ooh, nice. Oh, I think they're going to call Connors on the push there. A little bit aggressive. Kind of liked it, but a little aggressive there.
And again, we saw early on in the second half where the referees, were talking to Giannetti just to kind of make sure everyone calms themselves down. Again, there's that Dedham Norwood thing that sometimes underlines, these matchups. And I'm just looking down here, and I see Mason. He's kind of, getting in with the taller Dedham player, and make sure these boys just continue to play the game.
Oh, nice play to the side there. Nice little 1-2 with the head, too.
Yeah.
Huh? Well done.
Yep. Oh, that ball, it almost looked like that ball was kind of like starting to head out, so it almost looked like Norwood kind of took their foot off the gas.
I put my head down for a second. I missed it. What happened?
Well, the ball looked like it was going to start to roll out. So
yes.
The Norwood defenders kind of slowed down, and the one attacker peeled himself around, kept the ball alive, shot it right through the crease.
Okay. That's a nice ball there again.
You'll never give up on the ball.
Cusinata playing the ball out. Nice play. Played it out to John Kelly over there, fighting with Anthony. Cleared out nice by Tebow. Anthony's had his hands full with a couple of good forward players there for Dedham. They're tall and they're fast. They're lean.
Yeah, well, you look at 11 and 18. That Kelly and Clasby. Those are those two speedsters that have been kind of on the outside that he's had to deal with trying to keep up with. But you're right. He really has worked hard this evening on that outside.
There's Kelly again trying to play the ball through to Alvarez. Ooh, pushed off nicely. No, they let him play. That was a nice play by Connors.
Oh, that's a good look up there.
Yeah. Jagger with the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, well played there defensively. That was number 15, Theodoros. I haven't called his name yet.
Oh, also a nice little touch there.
Nice defense. Oh, and a nice play. I think you put your head down. You missed it. That was number 20, Cusinata, who was coming back towards midfield, and then he heeled the ball kind of like behind him to like an oncoming Dedham player who charged in there. So that was well done.
Well, it's funny because one of the reasons I was looking down was the play beforehand, because we got the names down here on the table. It's like that 19 Flynn had just chipped it over to Cusinata. And I wanted to kind of get the names down there, and as you look down, the play.
It's happened to me a half a dozen times today. Unfortunately, we don't know the Dedham name, so you take a glance down and something happens, and you miss it. But hey, you're gonna have to pay us more to learn these names. Talk to Jack about that.
That's right. Just under 30 minutes left here in the second half. Dedham still ahead 2-0. We're looking to crack that first one here.
I'm gonna give this a shot. This is Theodoros Ferentinos throwing the ball in here for. I'm gonna start calling him Theo from now on. I think it's gonna be easier.
That'll be a lot easier.
Theo's got the ball again.
Yeah.
Yep, it's going to go over his head. Oh, and that didn't hit his. That hit his hand, right?
Well, it hit his head and then rolled down off of his chest. And
I thought it hit his hand.
Yeah. Oh, might have. Either way.
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
All right, throwing for Jaden here. He's got Jagger right in front of him. Nice throw. Trying to get it to Connors. Again, defended well.
Yeah. I think they got to get a few more people up in that box to if you're going to use Ryan's throw on that, Jaden's throw. I think you need more than just one white jersey, instant amongst. Well,
you got 28.
Red,
you got 28 minutes left, and you're down by 2 goals. At some point, you gotta do something, right? You're in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's not like you're not. So.
Right.
I would like to see the same. Nice kick through the middle. Oh.
That's a nice
play by Remy.
Yeah.
Jaden trying to come through the middle. Jaden powers his way through the middle. Ooh.
Oh, there's a handball. Nope, they're not going to call that.
Either.
Yeah. But that was a nice play there just a little while ago by Remy. That he saw his teammate coming up the field, and he just kind of basically he let Jaden take the ball because Jaden was in full speed. So that was smart for him to kind of lay off and let his teammate come through and pick up the ball. Far side throw here.
Where's the ball? I lost track. Oh, it's way back here.
Yep.
Oh, he's taking a
25-step
running start. Nice, well done.
And he's still almost throw it right in the box.
Every one of these balls that goes into Connors, he's fronted by the Dedham guy right behind him and just can't do much with it. Again, maybe it's time to try something different. Maybe it's time to go short. I mean, they've clearly sealed off that long throw.
Yeah, that back wall here by Dedham is really not letting anyone, certainly no one behind them.
So maybe it's time to go short.
Yeah.
And possess, because it's those throw-ins are just turning into a turnover every single time. There's too many maroon jerseys. It's 6-on-2.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're going to, again, my mindset would be if you're going to start to try to throw that ball into the box and get some more white jerseys in there to kind of at least match up.
Tebow in the middle. Alvarez again. See, coming back, setting to the side. Of course, he mishit the ball there.
Right, but it was a right idea.
Right intention. There, nice ball there again. That was Cucinato. He's a strong player in the middle.
Yep.
He moves the ball well. He's tall. He's had some nice through balls. He's a good player. I think through the years in the youth, Norwood and Dedham have always been pretty competitive all the way through. I think had lots of youth games with them when they were good competitive teams.
Yeah, I mean, again, what you're looking for in almost any kind of athletic endeavor is something that's close, it's something that's competitive. A nice ball here outside by Dedham. And both these squads here tonight, and they're going to let that play on.
I don't understand that one at all.
Yeah.
I'm struggling with that one. There was clear intent to knock him over.
Yeah, and what's interesting is the ref had made a point of trying to calm everyone down, and then you're letting that kind of stuff play through.
Jaden trying to play the ball through to Connors. He kind of finds him. Connors has got possession. There we go. Nice cross to the middle to Jaden. Oh, just couldn't quite pull it off. That was one of the better combos of the day right there.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Jaden did a nice job of finding Connors, and Connors came right back to him. It was a nice play. Here's a little play picking up a little bit now.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like they had some numbers there.
Yep. Oh, now we're back to kickball.
Yeah.
Nice play by Alvarez. He's good too. They got some good hit between him and Cucinato in the middle. They both possess well. They both take their time.
They are just letting these boys play right now. We've got a lot of bodies flying around.
Went to a soccer game and a hockey game broke out? Huh? That's the saying?
So we've got a sub here for Dedham.
So we are winding our way down to 24 minutes left in the second half. Score still 2-0 Dedham. And the mark again, to recap, Dedham scored a goal 10 seconds in. They scored a second goal about 5 minutes later, and we have pretty much, if you take those two goals off the board, you call this one a stalemate.
I think you're exactly right. Yeah, that first one there at 10 seconds, you're just like, you're still trying to say, hey, well, that was a great national anthem.
Right.
And
coach is talking to the kids on the side, and he's
you look up like, wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
But I agree. I think since then they both squads have been fair. Now they call the handball.
I don't know.
Yeah. Kind of like a little mock cheer from down.
Yeah,
down
but I don't
below us
understand because it's been the Dedham players with the handballs.
Yeah.
I don't know why they were mock cheering, but that all tends to balance out, as we've seen. Firm believer in the whole course of the season, it all balances out.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So Dedham will take its free kick here.
Nope, Tebow kind of loses control. Alvarez loses control. He's going to go back. Nope. Yep. Nice play.
Yep.
Again, see that nice possession through the middle? Nice intent. They tried to spring Michael Vasilati there, but again, Anthony up to the task. But really liked the ball moving by Dedham through the middle.
And it was interesting because when Cucinato had that ball, he knew exactly where he wanted to go with it.
Yep.
And he didn't hesitate,
Nope.
and it was just a boom, boom, and before you know it, Dedham has then sprung themselves back this way. It's just, little things like that can kind of make a difference.
Well, the nice thing, too, is the Dedham player was ready to receive. He knew the ball was coming,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So that's part of it, right? That's the other half of it. Knowing that when he wins that ball in the middle of the field,
It's coming to me.
You need to get to an open spot
Right.
because you're going to get the ball.
Yep.
Anthony in the back. Nice swing to TJ. Here we go. Reverse the field a little bit, TJ. Try to play it through the middle. Connors fighting for possession. Oh, there's a trip.
There, yep, get him on that one.
Okay.
So he's just outside the box. This is not a bad opportunity to here either.
Nope.
They've had, I mean, again, this will be the second one here. That at least, certainly within striking distance.
Yep.
And you're starting to throw some of the bigger bodies in there.
Yep. Slushbombs come all the way up. TJ Fames come all the way up. Connors is in the middle there, so we got 3 of our taller players in the middle of the field. Certainly going to get a good look here.
Yeah.
You got to believe that Jaden's going to put a good ball in that middle there. Tebow coming up.
Yeah, he's sending them all.
Yep. I think Anthony's just about the only one back here. Here's the ball
That's a
coming
nice
through
touch.
the middle. Oh, well played by
Well
the Dedham
read.
goaltender. Well played.
It's a nice little touch, though. I mean, you didn't.
Yeah, no, it was a nice play.
Mhm.
The Dedham goalie just came right out and just
Right.
swallowed up. Well done by Anthony. Again, he and Clasby.
Was that Clasby number
Yep.
18 again? Yeah.
Yep. Had nice clean battle over there all game long. Booted out by Jagger. It's going to go out of play here.
All right, so we're about halfway through here, the second half. Your final 20. Norwood still looking to crack that first goal here. Still down 2-0.
Still got time.
Yep.
Still got time. Got to keep doing your thing. Keep playing your game. Oh, nice play through the middle there. That was Raheem. Oh.
There you go.
Neo kind of lost his footing there. Jagger through the middle, still can't get a good clean look at it, and again cleared out nicely by Ryan Kelleher for Dedham. Had some good pace to the play there, and it's we kind of settled back here a little bit again.
Yeah. But all things considered, if I had to, I'd say it seems that Norwood's kind of at least semi-carrying, and of course I don't want to say that.
Uh-oh,
Yeah.
this is trouble. Oh, one, oh. Wow.
That's aggressive. And as again, I think that Clasby's looking for a call on that. But that was good aggressive goaltending.
Yep. Clasby got that
Yep.
ball out just a little bit further than he wanted it right there.
Yeah. But like you said, given Clasby's speed, you kind of look at that and you just never know that guy. He could really take off.
That was I think that was Carl Schlutzbaum back there with
Yeah.
him on that time. That wasn't Anthony. Here's a cross. Wow, that was really well done. I didn't
Wasn't
see
that
who
well
headed
played?
that ball, but that was a good look.
Yeah.
Did Giovanni get a piece? Did he gobble it up, or did it get blocked?
There was a lot of traffic there. I don't know if it got through, but boy, I mean.
Yeah, I don't think you could draw that one up much better, right?
Yeah.
That was really well crossed. I didn't see the Dedham player who crossed that ball, but that was well done.
And what's interesting, again about Alvarez, who laid that far corner out there, and then he has to bust all the way back, and he's already back here for that wall of 4 that the Dedham defense has set up all night long. So that's the kind of speed that he also brings.
TJ's trying to send the ball. He got a little 2-on-1 potential here.
Can settle
Jagger's
that ball
got the
down.
ball. If he can just get it to settle.
Yep. Right.
Nice cross.
That's a nice cross.
Right idea there.
Yep.
Jaden was in the right spot, too. That was a nice play. Good hustle by Jagger. Nice play. TJ's going to send it in the box again. Clear it again.
I would have liked if TJ just kind of settled that ball for a second just to get some folks set.
Carl's going to bang that ball out.
Yeah, again, that's not a bad play on his part. To settle down that speed. And,
sorry, Mark. I think we got
No, he gives a chance
here.
to kind of slow down that speed that they were coming out at him. But yeah, so timeout here with 17:52 left in the second half. Again, I think certainly a better half. Well, again, both halves for Norwood. Sean, you were saying you take away that first one, and then kind of like the scrum in front for the second one. It's been fairly even, I think, for this whole match.
It has. So 17:52 exactly left here in the second half. I didn't get a chance to I've known in years past that a lot of the teams on the schedule were Division 1, were Division 2.
Yep.
So it was always kind of sketchy which teams you had to beat and what your record had to be to make the tournament. Are all the teams on their schedule this year Division 2 and at 4, 5, and 1? Are they truly? Is that their true record that they're
for the playoff situation? That's a great question. I think everything is.
There's no Division 1 teams on the schedule, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I thought, the 500 is what you're striving
true 500.
for. Yeah, true 500.
Not one of these 4 and 16s, but 2 and 1 against the Division 2
exactly.
teams. Okay.
Yeah, there's no Sullivan rule for us anymore. But
so looking ahead, you got Dedham here. If they can't turn this around, it'll be 4-6-1. I think I saw that. I can't remember the exact. I think it's Medway and one of the other top teams are coming soon. So, it'd be nice to somehow pull this back and at least manage a tie. I know they had a couple of tough losses the last couple of weeks. I think we had a couple of 1-goal losses where had the lead tied late in the game, and they just unfortunately slipped away. So again, gotta pick up some points here.
Yeah, as you mentioned, they had real tough losses against Ashland and Medfield, which you'd like to get back. You're not going to, but you'd like to have those back in terms of trying to get yourselves into a playoff position. But what I think is kind of exciting anyway is that there's actually talk of playoff position for these guys. And again, playoff position, and I don't want to use the word legit, but you know what I mean, like a 500 record gets you in. So it bodes well for the program that there is that discussion. These young men have been playing extremely well this year.
Jaden in the middle here, trying to send Vinny through.
Still not there.
Nope. They've shut that down all game long.
Yeah, and this is where, at 17 minutes left, this is where Norwood might have to start taking, again, some of those chances, Sean, and they bring their...
It's like Clasby's down here. Sorry, Mark.
No, I saw that. They're going to have to bring some of their chances, but Clasby, he's not going to be able to get up here, so...
Yeah,
I'll stop playing here for him.
Got to be, again, I've seen a lot of the players stretching, and these games do get a little rough because it starts, warm and gets cold on them, so... hopefully it's just a calf or a hamstring or just something tighten up on him, I think.
Yeah, because there didn't look like there certainly wasn't any contact. We saw Alvarez go down earlier, number 7, kind of again that non-contact stuff.
A bunch of the players right now are sitting in the field, kind of grabbing the end of their cleats and stretch, and half the Dedham teams back here doing that. So again, I think he's getting up to his feet, so he's good. So.
Well, he certainly has been putting some miles on those feet tonight. At some fairly decent sprints that he's had. He's had a number of runs tonight, so maybe some of that just starting to catch up with him. But I'm sure something tells me that's probably not the last we're seeing of Clasby tonight.
No, he looks like he's walking out pretty well again. I hope you can. Fortunately, looks like it's just a cramp.
Yep.
$16:48 left. 2-0. And Dedham's just going to play the ball back to the Norwood keeper.
I've always liked that. That part of plays. They acknowledge, hey, it's your ball. It was our guy.
It's good
it was
stuff.
No foul.
It's good stuff. Yep, I'm with you. Oh. Neo picks the ball up. He's got a little bit of tried to find Jagger, but couldn't quite find him. There's Alvarez again.
Oh, that was pretty step.
Yeah, really
that was
done
a pretty
nice.
First step.
Defended well again. That was number 7, Christian Alvarez.
Yeah, was that Puccarino who came through? Yeah, he came through with the first step there. He really read that ball nicely for Norwood. We were talking about being first to ball. He saw that pass coming through, stepped in.
Yes.
And looks like he made some sort of contact with the Dedham player. Norwood's trying their best to ask for some sort of explanation in terms of why there was no call. Mr. Giannetti has been told that there wasn't one, so he'll head back to the far side. But that was a nice first step.
Oh, nice ball out there. 2-on-5 here, so Norwood does a nice job to break it up. Mason does a nice job to find Jaden. Well done. Jaden going to try to find counters. He does. Nice ball
See if
by
we get some numbers
really
up
nice
here.
ball by Jaden. But we're 2-on-5 again here. Oh, Neo trying to get through but can't quite do it.
Oh, has one.
Carl, the shot. Oh, and it goes wide.
Not bad. That was some nice ball movement. You know, again.
Started with Mason, had a really, really nice play in the back. He just a little short pass to Jaden, but it sprung him through the middle. Jaden attacked the middle aggressively, and he put a really nice ball out to counters, and away we go. It was a nice play.
Yeah, sometimes those plays down the field, that's where they start. They start from something, you know, a small little. Oh!
There you go. That's what you needed.
There you go. That's all it takes. You put the ball on net. Giannetti from way outside is able to sneak that ball underneath the goalie. Boy, speaking of someone who'd like to have that play back.
I was just thinking that, I don't know, for some reason as the ball is heading towards the net, I had a feeling that ball was going in, and I don't know why.
It was well struck. It was low. It probably took some sort of spin on Vasello at the last minute. Maybe he looked up. He took his eyes off it. You know, now you're kind of in the Dedham goalie's head right now. If you can get another one here, so we're 2-1 with 14:48 left in the second half. So Sean, plenty of time for the Mustangs.
What's that saying, Mark? That 100% of shots not taken don't go in.
Don't go in.
Is that the saying?
Yeah.
And while
all it takes.
Don't always advise long shots like that, but you know, every now and again, put the ball in the net.
Yep.
You never know what's going to happen. All right, now we got a ball game here.
Yep.
We just talked about getting a point out of this game. Now it's
yeah, Mason has been kind of getting tangled up with Flynn, and so now this time I think the ref is going to talk to Flynn, tell him to kind of cool it. Warning there, just let him know that he's keeping an eye on him. He and Mason have been kind of going at it.
Oh, TJ doing a nice job. There you go.
Yeah,
That's a nice
smart
ball
play.
right there. Oh, a little push by Neo, but he did a nice play. Got some open space here. Oh, nice slide tackle there. Well done. Really well done. That was number 6, Dan Sula. Haven't called his name that much today, but he made a nice play.
You can see Dedham appears to be picking up the pace a little bit here. Nice little turn by Anthony.
Here we go. We got Jagger through the middle. He's got Neo with him. Oh, just a little too long.
Yep.
Right idea. Fortunately, Mason couldn't control that one either. I think he wants that one back.
Yeah, but that was a nice look there. Nice look there as he was trying to spring him, and he just couldn't. Just a little bit too far ahead of the forward. 12:55 left here in the second.
Dedham with the throw. Let's see if Dedham's going to be content just to clear balls and bang them down, or how they're going to play this. Yeah, both teams are going to play this now with a 1-goal game.
They got Paul for there going over the back on that one. So Dedham picks up the free kick. Alvarez again, ready to tee this one up. Oh, he's got a strong leg.
Oh, nice play. But Alvarez made he's made a bunch of those plays where he's pulled the ball back. Really slick play. He's a good little player. Really like him a lot. Oh, nice through ball there.
Yeah.
Gobbled up.
Yeah, Alvarez there, number 7, had a nice little spin on that ball as it kind of curved around. And again, given his speed and size, he's able to get himself all the way back here defensively. Looks like we got ourselves another timeout. 11:52 left.
Gives coach a chance to give his starters a break. He's pretty much gone with the same lineup most of the second half here. A bunch of the guys have played the whole game, so it's kind of like their last little break here before the final push.
Right. It's funny. You can just see Vasello's body language here as he's walking off at midfield. He's still kind of like holding it in his arms in terms of how did that one get underneath my hands, and it's sometimes these things happen. That you know, so for someone like a goaltender or anything like that, you know, your best move right now is to come to the extent you can, you know, put this one right out of your mind and just, you know, concentrate on the next shot. But you know, if you get yourself too worked up over it, you can really get in your head. So
is that speaking from the father of a goaltender?
Yeah. Well, the thing is we say to goaltenders, you have one job: stop the puck or stop the ball. Of course, you would never catch me, you know, in net or a soccer net or a hockey net. So
Correct.
it takes a special breed to do that. So yeah, you'll never hear me kind of go, oh, I can't believe you didn't make that save, because I know that if you put me out there, it's not going to be pretty.
Yep.
It's not going to be pretty.
The only person on the field that can't make a mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody else makes a mistake. They got somebody behind them.
Yep, they can kind of hide somewhere. Goalies have nowhere to hide. So we'll see what kind of push here we have. Now we got ourselves, you know, rested folks, and they're ready to go. Get here a bit of confidence on the Norwood players.
Got Jaden kind of directing the players around. So we kind of had a feeling this was going to be a close game, Mark, and it's turned out to be just exactly that. Which again, since they're playing for the cup, it really it's nice.
Yeah, you couldn't have asked for again, you know, just kind of a nicer evening, and let's see what kind of final result we get here. But it's been some exciting action for both squads tonight.
Jay with another throw. We got a few more players in the box this time. Oh, he goes low and hard. Interesting. I like the change up there. That was nice.
Yeah.
He was trying to find Neo right in front there, but unfortunately just couldn't. Well defended again by Dedham, so they were kind of ready for that one.
Yeah, if Neo can get a little bit more separation off of the player, then you might be able to get a shot off. Norwood continues the pressure. They continue to keep it down here in the Dedham end.
I think we're going to get another good look here, Mark. I think we're going to get a look. Got to convert. We're going to get something's going to happen here. Handball or something good. Something's happening here. I can feel it. Oh!
Well, he connects on that one. That one would have been dangerous. But, that was a nice play. Just before that, Anthony Marchand, again, had settled the ball down, and then rather than just immediately, rifle it back in, took a look and see what happens. It's another nice ball.
He's going to get a shot right here. Oh.
Nope, not going to call him on that.
Boy, I thought he was going to get a shot on that one.
Yeah. And you could see he went down, and immediately the ref is like, that's not a foul.
Mason pleading the case.
Yeah, exactly. Not going to get it.
Wonder if Dan's going to send him to law school.
I'll encourage him otherwise. So just in case Dan is thinking of that. It was a nice move by Neo though. Mason's still trying to draw something. That's not going to get it done. I don't think he's going to get the call. Matter of fact, I wasn't quite sure if the ref was pulling out a card on Mason or not.
We got a down player on the sideline in the meantime.
I did, yes. Jason.
Oh, okay. Yeah, far side there. That one of the
Miguel Alvarez,
yeah.
I believe.
And again, that a lot of that stuff is away from the play tonight. There hasn't been, other than the one here in the early on in the box where the Dedham player was knocked from behind when he went up on the header. Most of these players that have been down tonight actually, Sean, again, you see a lot of cramps, you see a lot of foot stuff, and it's all been away from the play.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So 10-17 left.
I believe Dante Zaldivar has checked in for Mason.
And give Mason just a chance just to kind of cool down a little bit, maybe get himself rested, and then get back in here for the final drive.
He was pleading his case to everybody that would listen as he walked up the field. Or at least pleading Neo's case. Not his case.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't seem to carry the day, but
well, as you and I have mentioned quite frequently in the broadcast, those referees just typically don't reverse their calls once they make them. Kind of hard to convince them in a hockey game to change their calls with those palms out in the air. Just That just doesn't usually work too well.
No.
I haven't seen one work yet.
Yeah. I've yet to see the ref go, oh, you're right, son.
You're right. Yeah.
What was I thinking?
Let me change the call.
Exactly right. So Norwood's got the kick on the far side here.
So we're under the 10-minute mark in this 2-1 game. Again, quick recap. Dedham scored early, 10 seconds in. Scored about 5 minutes later, make it 2-0. And then at about the 15-minute mark, Jagger Janetti has scored for Norwood, and that's where we stand here. Ball cleared out. Anthony going to give it to Jaden again. Jaden's arms are going to be tired.
I was going to say. Doesn't seem to matter where the ball is on the field if it goes out of bounds. Jaden's taking that throw.
I like the way he throws the ball in.
Yeah,
really,
it's solid.
Really solid, yeah. Anthony trying to step into one. Jagger going to take a shot. Oh, blocked nicely.
Oh, that's another nice first step. Oh, it's coming the other way.
Yeah,
they're going to call that on the Dedham player, yeah.
No, they're calling it on, I'm sorry, that's on us, Mark. That's definitely on us.
Oh, because I thought I saw him pointing down.
I lost track of where the push came from, but there was definitely a little bit of a push there.
That's why I was surprised, because I looked down to the ref down here on the near side, and he had his arm pointing down towards the Dedham goal.
I don't know if I didn't see. I couldn't tell because there was about 3 players converging on the ball there.
Exactly.
But there was definitely a little white push on Maroon.
Yep. And the trainer, boy, she's been getting a workout tonight.
She has. Yeah. She's definitely getting her steps in.
Yeah.
She hadn't gotten them in for the game. She definitely got them all in today. Or excuse me, this afternoon.
And a lot of these guys seem to be on the near side of the field, so she's got to come all the way across. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, someone is not pleased.
Uh-oh. Is that the coach?
I was going to say, I don't think he's supposed to be way over here.
Is he supposed to be on the field?
I'm thinking that he should not come running all the way over. Yeah, that's going to result in something right there. They've got to call him for that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can't. I mean, you may not like calls that are going on with the referees, but if you are coaching, your responsibility is not to come sprinting across the field.
I guess is he using the excuse that his player was down and he was coming to? Didn't even look at his player. He just came over and started berating the ref.
Yeah, exactly.
Never seen that before.
No. And so that'll be a yellow. Now, I mean, again, that's kind of interesting. So coaches, I see him there. He's sitting down there at the far side of the bench.
I'm not even sure if that's the head coach or not.
No, I don't know. But at the end of the day, you're right, Sean. You know that's the
I don't think that's the head coach.
Yeah.
I think the head coach is up here by the scorer's box.
In the white, right?
Yeah. I think so. Can't tell.
That's not something you see every day. Usually the coach comes sprinting across the field that fast.
No.
So now I think, obviously Norwood wants some sort of explanation. Coach Germain's getting that on the far side. 2-1 game. It's I mean, this has been kind of a, I don't want to use the word physical, but there has been a lot of contact during the course of the game, as happens in this sport. And, you've got a 2-1 game, so you're going to really kind of be pressing here. If you're Norwood, you want to get that equalizer. So you're going to be stepping to that ball. You're going to be trying to find those seams, and Dedham is trying to close them up. And the body contact's going to happen. But with 8:39,
here we go.
Dedham gets the kick.
They do.
It's the right idea.
They're gonna have to start making some calls here because it's unfortunately a pretty well clean non-chippy game. Is you've seen again. I keep making a reference to hockey games, but when you don't make the calls, the games get out of control.
Yep.
Same in soccer. The refs got to get this game under control, or you're going to have players diving all over the field, whether they're faking it or not. Nice ball sent in right there.
Beautiful ball.
Well cleared. Well done. Here comes Jaden.
Have your head up.
Oh. His body's all over this field.
Yeah. So Zaldivar pulls up. He draws a foul, and he's on the way heading down in there into the box as well. Again, you're trying to get some bodies down there. 7:25 left in the match.
Jaden has the kick here. Here it comes on this way. Nice ball into the box.
Not a bad idea. Again, I'd like to see just a bit more white jerseys there. We only had like 1 or 2, and the other 4 were a little higher.
Yep.
I think if you're going to put that ball in that deep, and clearly Jaden has a leg to do that, I think you need to get more bodies in front of some of those maroon jerseys.
Neo does a nice job setting the ball back.
Oh, that's a nice
well
little
done.
touch.
Yep. There you go. Nice play. Jaden tried to make it
right back to him.
Yep.
Not a bad idea, though. Boy, he's got to give that ball back to him.
Dedham's content to just bang it down the field there. That was Zach Clasby. Now it looks like he's moved back. He was. So I think Dedham has changed their formation a little bit. Clasby's much more back in the middle of the field now. He's way back here. So I think they've definitely changed the formation that they're playing and moved their players around. Although Alvarez, number 8, went off the field, so maybe that's why Clasby came back to the middle.
Right. Yeah, they're kind of dropping. You're going to drop more bodies back here towards the tail end, while you think Norwood's got to put some bodies forward. So again, a lot of contact on that far side. No calls.
We're under the 6-minute mark. Another throw in for Jaden here on the side.
Looks like Norwood's going to take another timeout here. Oh, no, another player down. And there's another cramp. TJ's down, I think. So 5:44 left. Looks like Dedham will get a sub anyway. Yeah, TJ had been I've been watching him a couple times. He's been kind of favoring that a little bit, so it looks like that finally caught up to him. Hopefully it's nothing more than, like I said, we've seen the other cramps tonight to the calves and the ankles.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Knees up, so he'll probably hopefully just kind of run that off. Who pops in for him? Turn you back.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Oh, it's George DeFuy. I think he's making his initial entrance into the game. Nothing I find harder than sitting on a bench for all that time.
Yeah,
It's really hard,
exactly.
especially on a cold night like this.
Yeah.
You're over there and you're whatever. It's tough to stay warm. Different on a warm day. It's tough on these nights.
Exactly. Yep. Especially as the sun's gone down. So here's a nice corner opportunity here for Norwood.
This is the one we're talking about.
Got to get some people down there in that box when he runs.
Oh, it's a low one. Oh!
Ooh, there's some buddies there. Knock it back out to him. Good play.
Okay, we still have possession here.
All right, it's going to give him.
I think is it calling a handball?
If it is, it looked like it came from the rough here on the near side versus the one that was over there. But regardless, it's going to be a Dedham kick. That's too bad. That was a nice low kick there. Again, you know, kind of going into traffic. So now Dedham's probably going to kind of start to slow this down a little bit at 5:15 left in the match.
Nice clearing ball there. Neo picking the ball up for Norwood. He's got 2 Dedham defenders who both did a nice job there on that one. It's like every single play's got a little extra push here. It's like every play has it now.
Yeah, and again, it is kind of
Premier League game. Premier League game is broken out here tonight, Mark.
It's right. Yeah. It's funny because you can even see some of these guys. They do know a little bit of the small gamemanship to play there, because Alvarez had held onto the ball and he wasn't about to put it down just yet because he had Norwood to start. And, And then when he did give it to him, he kind of rolls it, away from them, that kind of stuff.
Nice ball by Carl. Did you see that? He kicked it over the back of his head.
Yep.
Over his back. That was a beautiful play. Ooh,
that's a nice little
Jagger
over there.
picks the ball up. Oh, well defended over there. That was Christian Alvarez on the play there.
So here's another corner here from Norwood.
I don't do the clock's down there, it's not here.
So they're going to try to see if they can get them
right there.
Got a sub here for Norwood. Far side ball.
Oh!
And that's a goal kick. That's too bad. That was kind of a nice little touch there. Now the clock, I think, Sean, we had the same thing happen to us during the first half. It says 5 minutes, and I can't tell if...
I thought it, actually, Mark, I thought it was exactly at the 5-minute mark.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it had stopped.
I think it did stop.
I glanced at it. You're right. It's obviously stopped.
Yeah. So the time will be down on the field now for the rest of the match. So we're going to be kind of hamstrung here to kind of let you know exactly how much time is left.
Yeah.
Smart play there by Anthony. He's able to head the ball back.
Well, Mark, we've had a couple corners here in this last 7 minutes. We definitely have had our opportunities.
Without question. Yeah, this certainly has been Norwood's half. Giannetti on the call there.
Dedham definitely seems to be content with just clearing the ball at this point.
Yeah.
I don't see any offensive attack in their game at all right now.
No. No, I suppose.
Which is,
if you're holding that 2-1 lead, and again, we don't know exactly how much time is unfortunately left down there in the match.
The other thing too, Mark, a lot of good teams, they're confident playing that game, protecting a 1-goal lead and keeping everything to the outside. It's not as another trip. Boy, this game is really, really slowed down with the trips and the pushes here.
Yeah.
As I was trying to say, there's nothing wrong with playing with a 1-goal lead and keeping everything to the outside, keeping it to the outside, being conservative, clearing balls. As long as you're confident and you have a structure and you know what you're doing, I don't feel like Dedham is hanging on. They're just more into more of a defensive structure, and they're allowing, say, Norwood to have the ball down in this half, and it's kind of the way the game played.
Right.
The game is played.
Well, you talk about a Premier League breaking out. It looks like we've got yet another cramp on the far side by another Dedham player. So I don't think the clock is running while this young man is trying to. But so see if we can get him up, and there he goes.
That was John Kelly.
Yeah. And again, someone in quite the athletic shape that I am. Kelly's been running, a whole bunch this evening. So, I'm sure a lot of that at some juncture with all his sprints that he's been doing tonight, may have caught up with him. So Alvarez will take the free kick here for Dedham.
It's kind of hard with all this stoppage of play to realize where we're at. I'm going to have to guess it at about 3 minutes. Is
probably
my thought
about
here.
Right. Yeah, that's a legit.
Hard low ball cleared. Here we go. Jaden's got the ball. Bangs it out. Kept in nicely by Dedham. Anthony tries to clear it through the middle, and again, Dedham at this point is pretty contentious to bang these balls. Is what they're doing right now. Clear them, bang them. Just let the play continue.
Right.
Let the clock continue to wind. We have the girls from both teams standing behind the benches. You can see them jumping up and down. They're getting ready for the second game of tonight's doubleheader.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if I'm Dedham, I'm content to kind of hang here and let you come at me. Oof.
Yep. Norwood's got to get up the field here quickly.
Yeah.
Time is definitely a running. And they're coming up quick. Giovanni with the kick. Kind of stubbed that one a little bit, but Tebow trying to play it. Oh, Jaden's got the ball in the middle. Tries to find Connors, but broken up nicely there. It was number 4. Anthony Ian-Tosca with a nice play there for Dedham. Now the Dedham player down.
Do we have our final timeout?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think, yeah. One more timeout. Either that or once again, you know, I mean, I think the ref is, you know, you can see him obviously talking to two of the players there, just making sure that everyone finishes this game. You know, it's been physical. It's clear the second half they've picked up. We've seen a lot of bodies flying around. I think it's one of those, you know, finish it strong, but don't finish it so that anyone gets themselves injured.
Agreed. Nice clear there by the Dedham goaltender.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Anthony, a little push there, is able to get away with that.
Yep.
It's funny, we're down here looking, you know, as the play is on. There is a fantastic crowd here tonight for this game.
There is.
There really, really is. It almost looks like, I don't want to say it. I guess it is a football game technically, right? But yeah, it is filled down here tonight. It's a great night for this cup.
Yeah, they did a great job. You know, again, in the selection of this venue, Dedham High School, with the Dedham Youth Soccer night at the same time was just a really, really good decision.
Yeah, it's a smart idea. And you can hear them kind of cheering down there below. It'd be kind of nice if we could get an equalizer here. Probably only a couple minutes left in the match. Or less than a couple minutes in the match, because I think that was it. And it's again, that clock stops up there, John. It's kind of hard to tell, but that was it there. As Norwood comes up short, 2-1 here in the inaugural Morales Cup.
Yep. So unfortunately, again, Norwood had some decent opportunities right there at the very end with those corner kicks. But again, as I kind of said all along during the game, I was very impressed. Both teams defensively played well. I kept saying Dedham, but our back line did great. The Dedham back line did great, and the Dedham team did a really nice job of holding on to that 1-goal lead. Even after they gave up that goal, with 15 minutes left, they didn't get flustered. They didn't panic. They did a nice job of staying in their structure and playing their game.
Right. And that back wall that they had set up, I think was quite a difference maker. It was real hard to kind of crack through that, despite their best efforts. So, but yeah, I mean, a fantastic game. I thought match played between two solid squads. It was a good match to call.
So the final score from Dedham this evening is Dedham 2, Norwood 1. Thanks for tuning in and watching.
Let's have a nice round of applause for the Morales family, the Dedham captains, and for both teams for a game well played. At this time, would all Dedham youth soccer players please report to the scorers table near midfield.